Life on the streets totally sucks. Most of the men's they don't want to know homeless people. They just want to brush it under the carpet like they think Den Haag is the perfect city. Don't get me wrong, there are some bad homeless people and some good homeless people, you know, the same as in everyone. I don't think how people really understand what it is. They think, people on the streets have an easy day because they don't have a job. They're just sitting about drinking and doing drugs and things like that, which I definitely don't do drugs. They really must learn what it's like to be homeless. Right. I was married for 18 years in England. I used to have a good marriage, but there was an age difference between the two of us, and as we grew older, we started to go apart. And in 2004, we finally separated and divorced. And I had a job where I had accommodation, and because I started to take a lot of time off of work, they weren't happy with that, and I thought to myself also it's not good for them, so I decided to give up the job. And I became duckclose for 1 year in England. I met these people, these Irish gypsy travellers, that turned up one day, and they offered to give me work and lots of money and somewhere good to stay, and it never really happened. Most of the time they would just let me sleep in a car, a van, a cold shed, a tatty old caravan, and it was my job to go and find them lots of work. One day he said that he does work in Netherlands, and I told him that because of the problem with I was born under one name and it was changed to another name, I don't have a passport, I can't come with him. And he said, no, you're definitely coming. He has this driving license from someone he knew that he thought looked like me, which I thought, no way. And he brought me here to Netherlands. For the first 18 months I was here, I had to live under someone else's name, which I hated, you know, I wanted my own name. One day, after 18 months, some of my friends who I got to know, they were just happened to be on the internet, and they saw this case about these people, that this trafficking has been going on for 30-odd years. So at last I had a chance to go to the police and explain to them how I was brought here, that I know some of the places where they were in England, and they'd still want to catch them. The IND gave me an IND document, which also gave me geld for 1 year. And they said when it ran out after the year, they would renew it, but they didn't. One day I went to get my passport. It was applied for 10 months ago, and it's being processed. But because of my life history, it takes a long time because I don't come from this country and this and that. I just wanted to come. Then I can finally get out caring, and they will also help me to find somewhere to live, and then maybe I can get my life on track. It's so wrong that Mensa should have to sleep like this way. That is the crime. Because of my lifestyle, I don't get enough sleep. At night I try and find somewhere safe, and I might get bothered by the plitzy or security. And of course, when you're sleeping, you can't sleep properly because you're always half alert who's going to come and steal from you. Everyone should have at least 8 hours sleep per night, without the stress, worrying who's going to do this, who's going to do that. Even if you go and try and sleep in Malivo, plitzy come and bother. Oh, you can't be sleeping, you can't sleep. It's not a crime to sleep if we need sleep. When plitzy or security move me, I go and sleep in the woods. And it's that bad, there's also other homeless people walk through the woods and they see I have something, and I wake up in the morning and it's gone, and they've stolen so much. They take my clothes, my phones. Even I've had a few radios over the 7 years that I've been here. They steal that. It's a bad crime to steal from anyone, but I think it's even worse to steal from someone that's homeless. I would so much like to get back to the normal life. I would like a house, some income, and be able to get up in the morning, take a douche, be able to put clean clothes on every day, have breakfast. Maybe, well, I'm getting a bit too old to work now, but maybe I can do some volunteer work and come back in the evening, sit down, watch TV, listen to music,